Why do you think this disconnect for something that is so obvious to you, pretty obvious to me? Why are we trading as we're trading right now with Ethereum?
Yeah. Well, Ethereum and Bitcoin are public tokens. And so their price isn't going to be purely anchored on fundamentals. They're
Yeah.
going to be reflecting investors' perceptions, because both Bitcoin and Ethereum are not mature platforms. Their best utility and growth and innovation are in the years ahead, right? So we're 10 years in, but there's more growth in the future. The percentage of market share of crypto of total assets is so small that we know that mathematically that's true. Whenever when you have something that has a hyper growth on ramp and you're discounting the future, it's going to be very volatile. So does Ethereum's price going from 4,800 to 2,800, I mean, that is a staggering decline, but that probably is a minor change in 2030 fundamentals that is being priced and repriced by investors. And that's why there's hyper volatility. It's one reason why BitMine ended up engaging Tom DeMark as a strategic advisor, because he is the king of sort of price discovery. He is the father of systematic timing. And in our conversations, when he looks at Ethereum, he sees what looks like engineered or systematic liquidation taking place. So there is someone that is in crypto, we know it's market makers play a big role, but there's someone that is probably capital constrained and is therefore bleeding or having to sell reflexively as price falls. That process is painful, but in his sort of rough timing range, his downside target, and we talked about this a few weeks ago, was 2,500 for ETH. So I think we're so close to that. It would be ideal actually for us to actually bleed to that level, because then that is creating what he calls a buy setup. A bottom in prices for him is when the last seller has sold, so that a stock or crypto no longer falls on bad news. I mean, that's what he thinks makes a bottom. So it would, I think, be a better situation to see crypto prices bleed lower to 2,500. But it could reverse at any time, because markets don't have to do what ends up being an ideal scenario.